I wanted to say April. My apologies. I've been on this stage of too much, stumbling all over. Yes, today is the 14th of August. The year is 2023, being a very nice Monday evening. Do I say evening or night? Yes, for Kenya. I know we've been on the missing side, but here we are back again. Mr. Sharon is still out and about, but today, yes, naona ni usiku saa 3, but I still had to come on here. I still had to come and introduce a conversation that I thought was best addressed in the studios. But I'm not going to fully unwrap this conversation today, but I'm going to leave you hanging kidogo. But this is a conversation that I believe tomorrow will have a very extensive overlook over it, because today in the dailies, actually 3 of our dailies, that is the Daily Nation, the Standard, and the Business Daily, we had some very interesting headlines. They were looping in different directions, but if you saw all the headlines, they were narrowing down to this one thing: war, dispute. There's so much disconnect in the headlines, because one was talking about our entrance into the Somaliland. The other was talking about the disconnect that is there between Kenya and Tanzania, trade-wise. And the other one, I think it was talking about the Right Honorable Raila Odinga threatening to go back to the street. So if you look at all these headlines, there seems to be so much commotion that is going on in this country, and you seem to wonder why. And I think it is very important that we engage in a conversation tomorrow about these headlines. We try and look what is going on in this country. This country is setting off on a very good path. If you look at some of the projects that are going on, these are very interesting projects, but I wonder why, lakini wanasemaga no, hakuna boma inarushagwa mawe kama haina kitu ya kuongwa. So I believe Kenya is taking off on a very nice place, and we need to have this conversation. And yes, Rais ni mjamo. This president is giving us a field to express our entrepreneurial sides, a field, a freedom. There's some sense of freedom to do business right now. So please, join us tomorrow as we have this conversation. We're going to try and chambua kidogo the today's headlines. I know we should be chambuaing tomorrow's headlines, but today's headline seems to be very interesting. I believe there's something that is in there. Yes, even looking at the Uganda's sanctions that will be placed by the World Bank simply because they're not encouraging or welcoming the same sex. I'm not going to say tradition, eventualities that are happening right now in Africa. I do not know where these things came from. You seem to wonder why World Bank is so interested in having Uganda, the rest of the world, accepting homosexualism and lesbianism, because the whole, I do not understand why, because in this fraction of a country's population, you would not even expect, it is only realistic that the other population who are not engaging in these activities are more than the people who are engaging in these activities. So if World Bank is going to deny Uganda all these loans simply because Uganda is not inviting this tradition that is Western, then you're making the bigger population suffer because of the minority. Let me just call them minority, because these people engaging in these activities are the minority. So yes, we would wonder why the Western is trying to fix all these activities that are not so normal to us. Wanna shove down our throats by fujo. But yes, all that, we're going to look at them tomorrow. These are just updates. We are back in the studio, as you can see. Welcome back again. This is the Focus Group. Mr. CK.